Hey guys, Brandon here, Legacy Group Real Estate Team. We have your Macomb County June 2020 real estate market update. Let's jump right into this. I hope you and your family are well. This is obviously an incredibly crazy time. There's so many different things going on every which direction, and we have to kind of cut through all this. We've been doing this update now for 5 years, every single month, and I told you, through thick or thin, we're going to give you this data because it, for the most part, for most people, is the biggest investment of their life. You have to know, do I need to pull money out? What's coming in the future? Do I need to sell and pull out all my equity off the table? Do I need to stay put? What do I need to do? So that's why we do this. Macomb County, like I said, June 2020, we do the month in arrears. We have the data fresh off the press. And we do 3 years of data. That way we can see a trend. Remember, in investing, trends are your friend. You want to invest with the trends and not go against trends. That's why. If we just gave you this year of data, it wouldn't make any sense. Let's jump right into this with days on market. DOM, anytime you see that, is days on market. Average days on market, 32 years ago, 32 last year, and 44 this year. So this is, again, we're seeing this jump across all the counties, all the major counties in Southeast Michigan, and really the last handful of months, we're seeing this jump on the days in market, probably because of, other doings. That's probably why some of these things are happening, obviously, because here we're seeing inventory decreases and price increases. So it would lead you to believe, again, that there's some interesting things that are making houses sit on the market longer. And but again, that's something that the months as they play out, we will see here, is you have to kind of look at the rest of this data and take it as a whole. Active homes in the market, 1273 2 years ago, 620 last year, and again, sometimes you get an anomaly number, which I think that one might have been, and then 1233 this year. So actually pretty similar to 2018, which is good to see. Most counties have kind of come back up again a little bit. Active, by the way, that's 1 day. So when the data was taken, how many homes were on the market at that time? And that's why the trends are important with a lot of these numbers. Months of inventory is one across the board. 1 2 years ago, one last year, one this year. It's probably about 1.5. We round these numbers, but this is at the rate homes are selling. How long would it take to sell every last home with no new homes sitting in the market? So that is an important data set. That way you can tell very quickly, just with a ratio, what kind of market are we in. 1 to 3 months is a seller's market. 4 to 6 months is a balanced market, and then 7+ is a buyer's market. Buyer's market meaning there's a ton of homes in the market and buyers really have their pick and the prices are coming down. New homes in the market. This is a month-wide number. So how many new active listings came onto the market during that month? 2,213 2 years ago, 2,263 last year, and then 2,019 this year. So we are seeing there's an uptick in homes comparatively over from the last few months of what we had. We had some sharper decreases, obviously, because of COVID and some different stuff like that, but still down a little bit. Not terribly, but down a little bit from the last couple of years. And but it's good. It's good to see that the levels are back up at least close to where they've been previously. Price per square foot, 107 2 years ago, 114 last year, and then 118 this year. Again, we've seen this across the board as well. The last few months, we've seen this all the other counties as well. Prices continuing to go up because, again, real estate is a lagging market. It does take a while for some of these things to change as well. And if you take your square footage and multiply it by this number, it's going to give you approximately what your home is worth. More importantly, though, is the trend. The trend has been going on. Again, remember, investing with the trend. If you want your actual valuation of your home, you have to have a professional, someone on our team over to your house. You have to have an appraiser, somebody to actually give you the actual the comps and actual value of your home, because this is just a general county-wide average. Remember that. The number of sold properties. This is the number of people actually physically closed on a home. 1,437 2 years ago, 1,361 last year, and then 1,065 this year. So again, we're seeing this across the board as well. Still a decrease in the number of homes sold, and this really is your buyer data set. How many buyers are still out there? Now, like I've said for 5 years now, the buyer pool doesn't change too much unless there's a catastrophe, some anomaly, black swan event, and that's exactly what we had, obviously. So we're seeing a pretty good percentage decrease really across the board over the last handful of months and across every county. So again, another number to kind of look at and keep an eye on, because again, we've had a lot of new homes in the market, pretty similar to the last few years. Will be interesting to see what happens going forward here. So that's your Macomb County June 2020 data. We try to get in and get out for you guys. Make sure you have the data you need and you're armed with. That way you can make the best decisions for you and your family. So I appreciate you guys more than anything, your time, your attention, your energy. It truly is the most important asset we have, as we have seen over the last handful of months. If you're on the podcast, go to @LegacyGroupMI, @LegacyGroupMI, to go put your questions, comments, concerns there. We'll answer those. We appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you on the next one.